Welcome back to the podcast. New announcement. Me and my today's guests, which are Averi, Megan, and Kyra, are all top investors in a new cryptocurrency. It's not. Why are you guys laughing? It's totally true.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Very true.
All of you should invest. It's called LoudCoin. Now I know it may sound like we have something to do with the creation of that because it's called LoudCoin, but don't be scared. This is not one of those scams. We're totally gonna hold. This cryptocurrency is going to go to the moon. It's gonna be the next Bitcoin, the next Ethereum. We're going to make so much money, and we're not going to scam everyone.
I agree as well.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
We're not going to sell as soon as this podcast goes up.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Never.
And we have nothing to do with the creation of that.
Exactly.
But other than our,
just investors.
Yeah, we just need to get into the fucking new age of economy, of the economy.
It is.
Yeah. It's time.
We're gonna be like billionaires in like
Yeah.
a week.
Well, thanks to LoudCoin.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're gonna wait until it gets high. We're not gonna sell.
That's true.
Right.
We have to wait until it goes up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. To the moon. To the moon. That's what they say.
Past the moon.
Past the moon.
We're better.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
To the sun.
Yeah. The sun is way further away.
Exactly.
To
Pluto.
Well,
Oh.
Pluto is, I think.
It's a dwarf planet. Do you know
Well,
that?
I knew that. Is Pluto? Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask. I was gonna say no.
It's way over that way.
Oh.
I don't
Like
think
if you're looking at the solar system like this, sun.
Sun is away from Pluto.
Pluto.
Well, it depends on where it is in the year, right?
No, it's always. Have you ever seen a picture like in a classroom? It's always like.
Yeah, but that's just to show where the planets
but, like,
are.
That's what's in my mind.
It would be a stupid picture if there was a big, humongous fucking wall of space.
But, like,
If it was to scale, you ever do those like experiments where it's like in like 8th grade science, you'd have like all the 4 first planets are all together and they're like really close, and then like, if we were to do this to scale, Jupiter would have to be down the street. It would be on 10th Street, and we'd be like, oh my fucking
I
god.
did that outside in like 5th grade on the track field,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you ever do
Oh,
I
right.
did that.
and then
that.
like someone would be like, what's Neptune, and they'd be like out on the other like side
Right.
of the street. Like
Right,
it wasn't even correct, but we couldn't like go off of school grounds. So
Yeah.
right. Unless you have to sign a permission slip. Your parents have to sign a permission slip if you're to leave school grounds.
I had a lame childhood.
Really?
I did not do that.
You didn't do that?
No.
You went to the same school as them, didn't you?
No. Yeah, you did.
Fifth grade.
fifth grade?
Fifth grade? Oh yeah, fifth. Okay. But yeah, you just.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well,
I had a
I-
lame childhood.
I didn't do that.
You had a lame childhood because you had different science teachers.
I thought we were.
I wish I was in the white pod.
I was in the white pod.
I was in the blue.
I was gonna say no one wants
You
to
were
be in
in
the
the-
white pod.
I
was in
love
the
the
blue
white
pod.
pod. I was in blue pod too.
No way.
Yes.
Wasn't the white pod the one with
The
no
big
air conditioning?
lockers.
No,
Oh, I
we
can't
did
say
have
that.
air conditioning. We had.
I didn't go to 5th
What
grade.
didn't have it? Wasn't
You
it the
didn't go
gold
to
pod
fifth-
that didn't have air conditioning?
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
the gold pod
what's-
was on the 2nd floor.
Yeah. I was in the blue pod, which was actually the worst. I hated it.
Actually, I
tall
kind of
purple
remember seeing
lockers.
you in 5th grade.
Okay, no, because I do too.
Yeah.
Were you on like the other side? Because I was right in the front because of my last name, like on the one side. Like if you're
Yeah,
looking
I
at
was-
it,
yeah.
I was way over here.
Yeah.
And
And
you were,
5th
like,
grade for you guys was like what, 4 years ago? No, I'm just kidding.
Wait.
6. It's 5 or 6.
Wait.
Well, what grade are you going into now?
Junior
11?
year, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
6 years. Swag.
Swag.
That's so weird.
I know.
Did you know that this is the first episode of the podcast with all women?
Yeah.
Yes, go us.
I was actually just kidding.
Oh.
Because I'm not a woman, so that
But,
will
like,
that will
you
never
don't
happen.
count.
I don't count.
Have you ever had it where it's just you and 3 girls?
I've had it with get this. I've had it with me and 4 girls.
Damn
That's
Yep.
so ridiculous.
Yeah,
I guess it's just our turn to take over. You can leave now.
yeah.
So-
yeah. I'll leave. I'll leave,
Welcome
and then.
to the Little Caesars podcast.
Oh my god.
We've
All right.
taken over.
So it's been a while since you've been on.
Yes.
It's been almost a year, And I found something that I was like, next time Kyra's on the podcast, I'm going to talk to her about this.
Oh no.
Because you talked about the last time you were on.
I'm sweating.
This is about, remember when you said that blimps weren't real?
I saw a TikTok yesterday and it was like, do you know how many blimps there are in the world? And it was like 25. And then I commented, I was like, actually, there's none because they're not fucking real.
Well, get this. So obviously, it's a joke. Like, blimps are real.
No.
You know, there's the Goodyear blimp, right?
No, it doesn't.
Well,
exist.
I found
CGI.
out there's this, I was watching this YouTube video of this guy, and he's talking about his kid who's really into blimps, and he's like a blimp toy or something like that. So he's going to try to get his son a ride on a blimp. But there's no way to do that because there's no blimps.
They don't exist.
There's just, so he's trying to get him on the Goodyear blimp. So he has to find some guy with the connections to Goodyear or whatever. He's going through this whole trouble to get his son a blimp ride for his birthday. I don't think he ever did. But they found out that there's a difference because blimps are like when they're like filled with air, like the big balloon thing.
The ones that are real, yeah.
But when there's like the metal frame, there's Zeppelins, right? So
Like Led Zeppelin, the band.
sure. Well, if that helps.
Do you know why they're called Led Zeppelin?
No.
Do you want to hear why?
Can I finish mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, after.
So I'm pretty sure that they said that the Goodyear blimp isn't even the Goodyear blimp anymore. It's technically the Goodyear Zeppelin because it has like a metal frame. And since Zeppelins are more like reliable because you don't have to fucking fill them with air, there will probably be a period of time in your lifetime where there will actually be no blimps.
Won't exist.
Blimps,
Not that they do
you'll finally have solace because there will be no blimps.
No more blimps.
That's so sad.
I know,
That
it's
is
kind of
sad.
amazing.
Isn't there a Culver's blimp?
There might
No
be a
way.
Culver's blimp.
I think there is because when I went to the state fair, I swear I saw one.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
I bet it was your imagination because they're not real.
You probably saw a balloon at a really
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
angle.
You probably saw
It was
a really
stretching.
big balloon that the stupid little kid dropped.
You just went to get your pupils dilated and saw a balloon.
Yeah, that's
From
what
really
but
far
you thought
away.
it was a balloon.
Oh, I thought
Ooh,
it
a
was.
balloon. Because they don't exist. Dummy.
I mean, they do exist.
No.
But there will be a period of time.
I don't think so.
Like I said.
I don't think so.
People are going to comment like, you know what doesn't exist? A brain cell in your fucking head.
That too.
A
but,
working
like,
brain cell.
Neither do blimps.
Okay.
So they're right there with them.
Yeah.
Where the blimps
It's a good
are.
metaphor. Your brain cells are like blimps because they don't exist.
My brain cells are about as real as blimps are.
Right.
Not existent.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
All right. Led Zeppelin.
Okay, so I heard the story from my dad, but basically they were told because before they were big, people were like, "Oh, they suck," and then this guy was like, "You're gonna go as like high as a Led Zeppelin because like a Led Zeppelin isn't gonna fly."
Oh.
So then they were like, then they obviously got super big, and then they're like, you know what, let's shove it in this bitch's face and be like,
Led Zeppelin.
So there's the story.
That's actually pretty interesting.
But I don't know
that.
why they would say Zeppelin and not
Yeah.
blimp. Like, not that blimps are real, but
We
like
don't
if
know
they
who
were,
that is.
Right.
that would make more sense.
Right.
If we don't know who that is.
Avery doesn't know who
Literally
Led
jump
Zeppelin
off
is.
a cliff.
Well, jump off a cliff onto a blimp. It'll
I
stop
will.
your fall.
They
I
don't-
will.
But they
aren't
don't
real.
exist, so
They'll
you'll
just
die.
Go straight
So
to the
you'll
ground. I hope you fall off a blimp. So you just won't fall. Wait.
How
I hope you get caught.
Kyra,
by
you're
a
not
blimp.
helping your situation about having brain cells.
They're there. They just don't
Aren't
believe
there.
in blimps. Is what I have to say.
Okay.
It's
Fair enough.
a valid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Damn, I really didn't have anything else prepared. I just had
Just the blimps.
I
that's
just
it?
knew that I wanted to promote our brand new cryptocurrency, or the brand new cryptocurrency that we're supporting and are not affiliated with at all.
No.
LoudCoin.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
I-
sick thing.
I think
so
so.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also knew I want to talk about blimps. So I think that's all we have to talk about on this
I
podcast.
think I saw that TikTok like today actually.
Really?
Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know.
Damn. If it was like, if you saw it when you got home, then you knew that like they're listening to you. Because
Yeah.
when was the last time you talked about blimps?
Never, because they're not real. Why would
Right.
we talk about things
Yeah.
that aren't real?
Talk about the conspiracy of blimps that don't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hold
What was
on.
I gonna say? I had something.
You know what we could talk about?
Stupid brain cells.
We could talk about McGrath.
This one?
No.
Yeah,
The
Logan
one that was
McGrath.
supposed to
Yeah.
be here?
Yeah, Logan McGrath, a dear friend of us, and a brother. Some might call him a brother.
Not many though.
Yeah. He was supposed to be on this podcast episode. This is like the 5th iteration of this episode of like who was supposed to be on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
First it was just
It was supposed to be. Well, I knew I wanted
Slow.
McGrath on
Yeah.
and you because I want to talk about the blimp. That wasn't the reason, but
blimps.
we were talking about something else. I'm like, we haven't been on the podcast in a while. But our like friend, our little cluster of friends, most of them were just on a couple weeks ago when we because it was Rachel and Carter and Henri and Annika. Those guys were all on, and so I was like, well, Kyra wasn't there, so we can do that. But then McGrath, we found out McGrath is apparently the busiest dude on the planet.
Yeah.
Since when?
He has to work now. He's kind of boring, really.
Really?
They're
Really?
all getting boring.
They're all boring. You have a job now too. We couldn't, huh?
I have a job too.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
do.
all of you couldn't do it yesterday because you're like, oh, I have to work during the day. And
No,
I'm like,
Kyra's
"Oh."
dog
Actually,
died
my
yesterday.
dog died. You
Well, yeah.
insensitive bitch.
Well, no, but we were gonna do it at like 11 in the morning before your work.
Yeah,
So it didn't have anything to do with
Our
that.
dog died at like 11 in the morning.
Yeah,
So
nice too. But
I walked into her house and it was a tragic scene.
it was.
Her-
I was sleeping.
You really sound like it's tragic considering the laughs between the sentence.
No, it's how we cope.
This is how
It
Kyra
is.
copes.
It's
You guys are like Logan Paul, like like when he saw the dead
Yeah.
body. He's like, guys, this is how I cope,
See
guys.
my dead dog.
That's
Ha ha. It's funny.
Yeah.
Her mom was like absolutely bawling on the
Yeah.
couch, and I go wake her up because she's passed out. I'm like, Kyra, we have a podcast today.
Okay,
And
I
she-
was so sleep deprived the night before. Like I
You
fell
went in her
asleep as
house
soon
and
as
said,
I was
we gotta do the
Yeah.
Be Quiet
And then my mom was
podcast.
crying on the couch, and I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta go." So then I like got up, and I see my mom crying, and I see Hope like laying down by her feet, like, and then I was like, "Oh my god." And then she thought it was my other dog that died.
Yeah, you
and she
called
texted me. She was like, "I'm sorry about Maya," and I'm like, "I wish it was Maya." It's not.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
That you said that thing about your other dog.
No, like I love her, but she's 14. Hope is 9, so like it would make more sense for it to
Oh.
be flipped.
I get it.
And she has cancer too, so
Yeah,
like
they both have cancer.
Jesus Christ.
Right, isn't that sad?
Yeah.
And my cat has allergies.
But I wasn't trying to say like as soon as I found that out, I was like, oh, don't even worry about the podcast. But like, I don't want people to think like, oh, these fucking people and their fucking dogs.
Stupid ass
I was
dying and shit.
we were gonna have we were gonna have Arnie do it, but
Yeah.
shocker.
Shocker.
He couldn't do it.
Shocker.
Well,
Can you
to be
imagine
fair,
that?
no. But this is to be fair to him this time. I asked him what he's doing. This is on a Saturday. I asked him what he's doing. He said because we were gonna do it yesterday, which was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Today's Monday.
Well, at first, weren't we gonna do it Saturday? Like originally with me, you, and
Right.
Yeah,
Logan
because
and
you
someone
texted
else.
me, but I didn't answer you.
Oh right, we were gonna do it Saturday or Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all happened on Thursday.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna do it Friday or Saturday, and then we're kind of arguing about what day to do it,
Uh-huh.
and then I said I could do it both days. I really couldn't. I had shit to do both days, but it's
Work around it.
we can work around my schedule because I have to gain from this because it's my thing,
Facts. Yeah.
So it didn't end up working. Blah blah blah. We couldn't do it yesterday or then Arnie was like, I saw Arnie at a grad party. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you want to be on the podcast? And he said, yes. And I was like,
He's not gonna do
Yeah,
And I
it's
was
always
like,
if you
I-
ask him in person, he's always gonna be like, "Yes, I'm so down," and then like
right.
the day out, he's like,
And I was like, but to be fair to him, we were going to do it on Sunday morning, and on Saturday night, he said that he couldn't do it because he was not feeling well. And I said, okay. And he's like, sorry to do this to you, bro. And I'm like, well, at least he actually texted me it, because there have been times where he's supposed to be on the podcast, and I call him, ask him where he is, and he doesn't call.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't answer.
pick up
He
at
do
all.
that sometimes.
He do.
Right.
So at least you got the text, because that's
Yeah.
fair.
So at least I'm not really like mad at him or anything. I'm just saying like this is like a typical week for the
It is.
podcast.
It
Like,
really is.
oh yeah, my mom was like, aren't you gonna do the podcast? No, I'm gonna do it the next day.
No.
Or, oh, you doing it today? No, we're doing it
Yeah,
tonight.
do the next
Oh,
week.
you doing it tonight? No, we're doing it tomorrow.
what day do you usually do it on?
Well,
It
I
used to be Fridays.
well,
Wasn't it?
I used to record them on Fridays and then release them on Saturday.
Yeah.
But then, then we just kind of went off the rails. I don't even know what day this is going to come out. Well, the last 3 episodes have all came out on different days, I think.
Yeah.
They came out on like Monday, Sunday, Wednesday, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Because I always would look forward to seeing the post on like everyone's story that was on it so I could see who's all on it.
Yeah.
And it'd always be like Saturday. So I'd be like, oh, I got to find who it was. And then it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah. Well, this is now you know. You have an inside scoop of why.
I did.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
Wow.
Well, now we can see it firsthand because it took us 3 days to
Yeah.
get here. So.
Well, it's also like my mom. This is what my mom does. She's like, I'm gonna be your manager. I'm gonna get all these guests. We're gonna schedule it. It's like, you don't think that I try to fucking schedule these episodes every time I schedule? I go to all these grad parties, by the way, and there's all these people that are like, this will shock you, audience, that people actually want to be on this podcast. People are like, when can I be on the podcast? When can I be on the podcast? And I'm like, really? You want to be on the podcast? Because when I ask people, when they say that, and then I'm like, okay, let's do it here. And they're like, oh, I gotta go to get groceries that day.
It always seems like a struggle. Like
Really?
every single time I've like heard somebody been on it, they're always like saying like how much of a struggle it was to get everyone together to do it.
Yeah.
Like every week it seems to be
You-
something new.
You'd imagine that teenagers in the summertime
Yeah.
really shouldn't be that busy. I mean, I guess everyone has to work, but I mean, to be fair, I was pretty busy last week. I had people from my family were in town last week.
I don't even remember last week, to be honest.
Me
Were
too.
You guys were at the cabin last week. How was that?
That was
That
last
was
weekend.
Last weekend.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
That feels like a month ago.
It does.
Oh, it was something.
Yeah, it was. We went tubing. We went last. I wasn't there. Oh, Avery didn't make it. She had to work.
Oh, was she invited though? At least.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't
No.
invited.
She didn't get invited.
I was gonna say even I was invited.
We actually like don't like her anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's just here.
We don't. Why'd you come again?
She's like, I want to see the goats.
I did want to see the goats.
That's kind of why I came here. And to be on the podcast, of course. But like,
I wanted to get the clout from the.
yeah, I wanted to clap and
Kyra,
goats.
I remember last year when we first started like hanging out with like that group. She's like, Lucas asked me to be on his podcast.
I was so
She was
excited. I was like,
excited too.
I know.
Really?
I remember
Yeah.
because she got on it before me, and I was
Oh,
like,
you
Megan,
were-
fuck
I was
you.
like, I'm on the
I was like,
podcast.
That's
you
true,
texted me,
'cause
and you're like,
I'm
on the podcast. And I'm like, you're pissed.
At the time, out of the 3 of you, she was definitely like the one I was furthest,
Yeah.
like closest to.
Yeah, because we did it with Jake and Logan.
Yeah, you did Jake and
We were
Logan.
at her cabin once, and I think Annika was on it, and you were like, you threw like a bitch.
Yes!
fit.
Oh,
She was
I
like,
remember
Really?
that. Was like we were on a boat when one of these happened, and then no, it was when Annika texted me.
Annika and
she
Marcus
was like,
were on it.
"I'm on the podcast," and I'm like, "Fuck you!" I was so mad, and then she texted me. She's like, "You got mentioned," and I'm like, "Let's go." I got mentioned in literally the last minute of the podcast,
Yes.
so I listened to the whole entire thing. Waiting
Thank you for my watch time, Kyra. Thank you for that watch time. You left a comment. You were like, when me and Avery are the annoying girls they were talking about at 106:38 or something like that. And I was like, I didn't know who you were at that time. That was like the day before we met. We
funny.
did that episode.
That's
That was
so
like
awkward.
because I wasn't allowed to leave the house because it was
Oh yeah,
it was
that's
summer,
right.
and then Annika and Marcus came over to do the podcast in person, and then I went to is it your grandma too? Annika's grandma?
No,
But it's not the one you
it's
share.
her dad's
It's her. Okay.
side.
Okay.
Margaret.
So I
You
went to
there?
to the pool.
Oh,
went
was
to the
that when
pool.
Kevin was a thing?
Yeah, everybody
Kevin.
was there. That one.
Kevin.
Remember Kevin or my pineapple
or was-
floaty?
yeah, her
It was
pineapple.
pineapple.
Oh, I thought it was
His
like a
name is
person
Kevin.
that we knew. Like I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
a
was a little
Kevin.
confused at
There's a lot of
first.
people that have come and left, but I don't remember Kevin.
I should have went along with it. Been
Like,
don't you-
Kevin was my brother.
You don't know Kevin?
He-
yeah, I'd be like,
he
Kevin's
moved
like my
away.
childhood best friend. Like,
He was there every day of the week.
I can
Every
call
time
him.
we go- Yeah.
Convinced me that there's a person that like I was friends with. You talked to him, remember?
Talk to Kevin.
You were so close with him.
Yeah.
You guys.
Remember when he made that
played
joke
the-
about that, and then you laughed, and I was like, no, I don't. And I'm like, what happened to him? And you're like, oh, he got lost. He ran away.
He
You
died.
should have done that. You could have made.
He got
Lucas
hit
think
by
it
Oh,
was
damn
crazy.
it! The opportunity for such a good bit was lost.
Kind of reminds me of James.
I
Do you remember James?
Oh.
Remember James?
No, I don't know who's James.
We go way back.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna get so annoying because I hit the table and I laugh. So it's just like every,
Oh, that's not nearly as. Oh my
every
god.
5 seconds.
Some of the.
Sorry.
Oh, you can say it.
Remember the one podcast that we all did that was just a
Oh, you
crazy
guys switched
mess?
it in and out,
It was
like, every
horrible.
This is actually good for you because this is redemption because that's the only episode you've been on and that's no joke. I'll still when people ask me the question, that is the worst podcast episode that I've ever released.
Oh,
That episode
okay, well,
has
people
nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you.
it was just
This is-
everyone.
Well, the problem was the idea was shit. First of all,
What was it again?
the idea was everyone had a
yeah.
word. Everyone came up with a word, and if someone said it, like, because I thought we just happened to have a normal conversation, and then if you say one of the key words, like McGrath was one of them. If you say McGrath,
Swear word.
yeah, or like a swear
That's
word,
why I got out all the time.
right? If you said a swear word, you get swapped out for someone else, and I thought we just have a normal conversation. But what ended up happening was people outside of the group were like screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And Sandquist.
Oh my god.
But
Me and Maddie were.
the worst was maybe 2 minutes in, I was explaining the rules, and Sandquist and Maddie were like fucking around with each other.
Oh.
They were like, not-
Oh.
they weren't like actually, you know, fuck.
No, I know what you mean.
Everyone knows what I meant. Everyone knows what I meant. They were like playing with like a toy or something. Fuck.
Keep going. You're
the
doing
toy?
But
great.
Maddie was like, I can't. I was gonna say she was like, oh fuck, because then that sounds even worse.
I'm gonna pee.
All right.
Okay.
So Maddie said a swear word or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's one of the words. But it was hard because I was in the middle of explaining the rules,
Oh, did Maddie get mad? She
and
was
Maddie goes,
Maddie
oh, I'm
got
not
so
doing that.
mad.
That's stupid.
I think
And Maddie just didn't play the game.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. Care.
I wasn't there for that podcast, but I listened to it, and
Oh,
then
yes.
I for like 10 minutes, and then I'm like, I don't even know what's going
Yeah,
on.
There was
Right.
people screaming and interrupting each other for
I
however
tried
long
listening
it was.
too. I didn't.
Yeah,
What is that?
that's Henry playing with a lightsaber or something. He's got a bunch of lightsabers upstairs.
I've seen his lightsabers. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Henry
I
was on
battled
that
him.
podcast.
All right.
Gosh, you guys.
Everyone was on that podcast.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like we didn't even get that many people though, because usually we have like 9 or 9 people for like the season finales.
There was a lot.
Wasn't
though,
it
wasn't
9
there?
people?
Yeah.
There was like 7 or 8 or something.
Wait, you
It was us. It was us 3.
Matt,
Henry.
Sandy, Henry, Logan.
No, McGrath wasn't there.
Oh, he
It
was.
was
Logan
us.
wasn't there.
Me and Logan
No,
were at
you
the
two were
cabin.
you two were gone because
Yeah.
you
It
guys were
was
supposed
9.
to be on it.
Sand.
No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was us 3,
Holy fuck, hold on. I
us
can't
3, Maddie, Annika, Sandquist,
Carter.
Henry.
Marcus.
No, Carter wasn't on.
Carter wasn't on.
Mark and Marcus. I think it was just 7.
Oh, really?
No,
I swore that was.
someone just look at the
that was
thing.
10 people
It was not.
at least. If it
It was
sounded
like-
like there
look
were
up-
20.
Be Quiet podcast 50.
It was the 50th. I
Yeah.
feel kind of.
That's why we had.
You were on. Yeah, you were on. Literally, you were on like 2 weeks before that, and then you were on for the season finale, and then just stopped.
Marcus, Sandy, Maddie, Annika, Kyra, Henry, and me.
And me and you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that Halloween party, never talked again.
Me and you never talked
Yeah.
again? We kind of did.
After,
Very
yeah, a
true.
little bit. But like after the Halloween
yeah.
party, it all just kind of
Yeah.
went downhill.
Well, that's why I feel kind of bad because it's like I work like however many days a week, and then I have whatever plans that I have to make. But then it's like I feel bad when people like will ask me to do something, and I'm like, yeah, can we do the podcast? Because I need to do the podcast one of those days
Yeah.
that I'm not working or doing something else. So it's like I feel bad when it's like when you guys were like, oh yeah, do you want to come to the cabin? And I had my family was in town, and I was like, well, I can't, but do you want to be on the podcast? And it's like, I promise I don't want to like seem like I talk to people only for the podcast, but when it's like I am doing shit and then have to do the podcast at some point, it's like,
No, we were all low-key thought you hated us because we'd go through, like, we'd see you and you'd just...
The one me
Oh.
and Avery go there
Where?
daily.
no, here, I'm gonna bleep that out, by the way, but
Oh, shoot.
that's okay, that's okay.
Your place of work.
You come to me when I'm at my crabbiest, where I
Yeah,
work.
we do. We drive through. Avery's like, I'm hungry, and I just drive every
Your place of work.
Your place of work every time.
I never want to seem crabby. I'm like, oh, the you guys again.
And then you just
but that's
stares at
I
the
thought
window.
that was a bit. I thought you guys. Oh, my fucking dog is at the window.
Right, get it.
He just stares at
Yeah.
the window and just stares us down as we're driving by, and I was like, oh.
Well, when you guys should know, like when there's a humongous line,
Yeah,
when
that's
you're in
true.
the end of the
Oh, I
humongous
know
line,
what you
and I'm
mean.
just like blank face. You guys, I'm not actually mad at you guys. I'm just like, oh, I'm just like showing to you guys like, look at all this bullshit that I have to deal with.
I would do the
Was
same
it one
thing.
time we went through? It was like a long time ago, and you looked at someone in the car. Was it McGrath? And you were like, "You are on the list," or something.
Oh, that's because he went through.
Well, McGrath.
No, I was on the list because I did an up arrow.
Oh,
yeah.
So were
you did.
Yes.
Yeah, I was pissed at you two because you up arrowed me in the
Did I do
fucking
it?
group
I think
chat.
you did it too.
No, I don't.
No,
you
it
weren't
was
there.
Me and Maddie and Avery
Yeah,
did
I
it.
did. Oh yeah, because we all did it at once.
Yeah, because we were.
And I remember one time I did it a little later, and then I texted you. I'm like, "Don't put me on the list. I didn't mean to do that."
I don't think I wasn't on the list. There's no list.
There is a list.
There is a-
There's always.
There's not a list.
Hanson has a hate list.
I did have a shit list for a
Shit
while, but none
list,
of you
yeah.
guys have ever been on it.
You joke about us being on it.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
like the hypothetical shit
Offensive.
list. There was an actual shit list in my iPhone notes for a while.
Oh.
There were like, but only like 4 people were on it. It's like the real, like the worst,
I
huh?
want to know.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you after the podcast is over. But it's like people, not like
Behind the scenes.
people that I'm like friends with or anything. It was like people like,
Just you hate.
and it's not a hateful reason. It's like you did something to me that's just terrible, and I can't like
Come back from
come
it.
back from it. Like usually, like when someone will like make fun of me or whatever, I'll always have a comeback, and like when it's like Carl, for example,
Yeah.
it'll always be better than whatever he said because Carl has been through the ringer when it comes to doing cringy shit. But there's certain people that it's just like I don't know very well, and they just do something that just destroys me, and I can't do anything back, and I'm just like. And I never ended up doing anything back. I put them on the shit list, and then like I'll meet them 2 years later, and they'll be like really nice, and then I'll take them off the shit list. That's usually what ends up happening. But when it comes to up arrowing, is a trend in the group chat where
That's just a hate list.
Yeah.
up arrowing is a thing in the group chat where if you'll say, "Do you want to do something?" Like I'll be like, "You guys want to do something tonight?" And this. Remember when you guys were like, "We haven't hung out in this time. This is why. We haven't hung out in a year. This is why." And I'll be like, you guys, 3 times in a row, you guys want to do anything? Avery would be like, no. And then up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. Like people up arrow like to signify like they agree with
No,
what
it
Avery
wouldn't
said.
be Avery. It would always be Logan that would say no, and then
No,
everyone else.
no.
it would
Logan
never
No,
Logan.
McGrath would never do that. It would be Avery or Maddie or Arnie would do it.
Oh,
They'd be
Okay,
like,
'cause
no,
that
I didn't
That
really
was
do
when
it.
we would
I
like
feel like it
hang
was
out a lot.
Maddie.
So we'd all be together, and then you'd say something, and Maddie'd be like, "I'm gonna type this. You guys all up arrow it."
Yeah,
Yeah, and
fuck
then
you
we were all
guys.
together.
And then you guys would
ready
come to the
for
drive-thru. I'd be like, fuck you for up arrowing me. Why don't we ever hang out? Do you want to hang
That's
out?
why.
No, up arrow,
Up arrow,
up arrow, up arrow. Bitch. I was like so
It's
pissed.
a little funny.
It's funny in hindsight, but
And now I'm scared to do it
well, yeah,
I'll never.
because
do
I
it
don't
again.
want to be on the list.
Oh my gosh.
there is no
$2
list.
bill in here,
There's a list.
That's kind of sweet.
right?
A
got
$2
it at-
bill?
I got it at work. It was so cool.
Some dude had to pay with $6, and he gave me 2 or 3 $2 bills.
That's kind of fun though. I would be
That's
excited
sick.
about
And then I stole them all. Well, I didn't steal them all. I
you
paid.
trade.
I traded them
Yeah.
with my own money.
That's what I would do.
it. Yeah.
One time, some dude who used to work where I work, he thought someone paid with like an expensive dime, and he traded dimes, and he spent the whole shift trying to look up how much it cost. It probably cost like 17 cents.
That's so upsetting.
That is. All I can see is that one picture of freaking Arthur. In the
Can you
back.
stop saying alls? Alls I can see.
Alls I can see.
I got
You really are a McGrath,
No,
aren't you?
her and Logan both. Their like 3 main phrases are ain't, alls, and gots, and it makes
Yeah.
me so mad.
God.
I got
Oh my
it.
god.
bad.
I got it.
No.
Alls,
I got to
to.
do. I got to do
I
this.
got to do this.
What you got to do is like
See all the
got to do.
See alls those. See
I
alls.
got to work.
Alls I can see.
All I can see is, and it's not like you have like a southern accent and all. It's
No,
like
it just like pops in once in a while. It's all of a sudden just like ain't. Occasionally from you, I get a y'all. And
I do never do
No,
that.
Yes,
you
you
have.
do.
Y'all.
I, like once on
It's
accident.
rare.
No, yeah, but
But
it does
she
happen.
does it. It
once.
y'all.
Barely.
Logan just says really weird, like,
It's because he's
Compare it, like,
dyslexic.
His.
Is he really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exposed.
This is what you get for not being on the podcast.
Yeah.
Dyslexic.
Working, you have to work. I mean, to be fair to him, it's like he could have done it all these other times that other people canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair.
I want that dog.
Me too.
We're looking at puppies.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh.
My mom wants to like stop grieving, so she's like, let's just go get a new dog. And I'm like, that's kind of awful, but like I'm down. I sound really insensitive. I swear this is just me coping. Like I'm actually really sad, but I do want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hanson's like, okay.
I
good,
was
thought
like,
she
I
was
just-
crazy.
No. I'm just like I'm like I don't want to talk about the dog.
The dog.
Yeah, because
To
it's
me, it's funny now. It's not.
well.
No,
It's just okay.
You're not
I'm
helping.
done.
We're done.
I just
But she is dead.
Oh.
Right.
So- okay. Focus.
I can't wait to have to come up with like a title for this episode of the podcast.
That's gonna be.
What else happened last week? I went to Valley Fair.
I
How'd
want
that
to go to
go?
Valley Fair.
It was pretty fun.
What'd you ride?
Oh my god, we gaslit Henry immediately as we got there.
Oh no.
We gaslit him into going on Wild Thing, the first thing.
What'd you
Does he
say?
not
Well,
like
we didn't
rides?
know that he didn't like rides. Because he's just now, this is the first summer that he's tall enough to ride all the rides.
Boy.
And so we're like, and he'd never been to Valley Fair before. So then
That's so
we get him
sad.
into he's like, is this one scary? I'm like, not really, because it's not like,
It isn't. The
It's
wild
haunted.
huh?
thing. No.
It's horrifying.
No, it's not.
Oh, is this your
Okay.
new thing? It's
No.
haunted.
Oh my god,
It's
it's always.
not.
It's just like the tallest
Thing
one.
is
It's like a
fun.
completely normal roller coaster, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really not that scary after you've been on bigger ones. But like
Right.
it's like the biggest, like if you're from Minnesota, the Wild
Yeah.
Thing's like top tier, like big scary ride.
Really? Yeah. But I
It
never
is.
realized that because I'm not like scared of rides. I just can't do like the spinny ones.
Or the
I'll
power
throw
tower.
up.
That's like the one that I
I'm
used
not
to be
scared
so
of
scared
anyone.
Oh, really?
The Power Tower still gets my heart.
Oh,
open,
me too.
But I'm not scared of it.
Yeah.
But like I second guess myself.
Do you
I'm like,
remember-
we're just gonna
Never
die.
mind.
What?
I'm
No.
laughing.
What? Say it.
Do you remember when we went and
Quit it.
Okay.
Wait, finish your story.
So anyways,
Okay.
we're in the line, and we get into the thing, and you just like when you're sitting in like the little like area. You know what's the
Yeah.
thing? What's like the area like
You're
when you're
waiting?
getting into a roller coaster, like the waiting area, like the big like
Like where the gates are, like
the
right when they
big
open.
gazebo.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're not a gazebo,
just
but
like the lines first.
yeah, the lines. But there's
whatever
like they have like
one
a
you wanna go in.
building
Yeah.
Yeah.
around like the starting area of
Right
the
where
roller
the
coaster.
gates open.
Yeah. The fucking
I
dog.
love that dog.
So we're gonna have to fucking clean the windows after this podcast, because we're doing this. By the way, we're doing this upstairs in my house because usually we do it downstairs, but now it's during the day and my mom is working, so we can't do it
Was that your
downstairs.
stomach?
No, that was my chair.
Oh.
So
Anyways, continue.
when we're sitting in the thing, you can kind of see the roller coaster through everyone, and he was getting all nervous, and then we're actually going up, and he's like closing his eyes. He's closing his eyes like he's like covering his eyes the entire time. And so he was like so scared, and I'm like, since when have you been scared of roller coasters? I mean, I guess we did throw him right into the deep end and go on the biggest one right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like he didn't know any better. So then we go on like high roller, which isn't even like scary.
I love that ride.
It's just kind of like a normal ass
Yeah,
one.
it's just
and
okay.
he just thought it was scary. He was like so scared of it for some reason. We were literally we all waited in this long ass line, and we all got front seats. Me and my cousin were in the front, and Chloe and Henry were in the second. And he was like crying. He's like, "Get me off! Get me off!
Was
Get
this
me
on
off!"
Wild Thing or High Roller?
On high roller.
So he did go on.
He
Wild
did. He
Thing.
went on the scariest one,
And
and
it,
then
like,
he went on like
traumatized
a
him.
normal one, and it wasn't even. He was like, that one sucked. The Wild Thing. He's like, that one was so scary, and I was like, okay, let's go on an easier one, because then all of them are easier than Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Apparently. So then
Not the Power Tower.
Or the what's the really fast wooden one?
the fast wooden
Renegade?
one.
Renegade.
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 Stop.
So we were
I
on
can't.
high roller, blah blah blah, and he's just like, "Get me off, get me off." He's like about to like tell the fucking instructor. I'm like, shh. You're gonna get us kicked off the ride. So he went on it, and he wasn't that scared of that one. But then for some reason, he just refuse to go on any rides for the rest of the day. He went on like all the.
So you really traumatized him on Wild.
Yeah, but it's like I didn't know that he was like scared of roller coasters until after Wild Thing, and then we're like, okay, let's go on an easy one. Yeah, he goes on the ones at Nickelodeon. Fine as.
Yeah, but those aren't the same.
Was he like saying he was excited for the rides?
Yeah. And stuff? So I don't know what his deal was. Maybe he was gaslighting me.
Maybe he was. Maybe he lied.
The gaslighted becomes the gaslightee.
He just wanted to be involved.
Yeah, he did. Now I feel kind of bad. My brother was that way. He was so scared of rides, and now they're like his fave.
Oh, really?
We haven't gone on a ride in so long.
Same. I want to go to Valley Fair.
I went to Nickelodeon Universe.
I accidentally
like 2
tied my
weeks ago.
pants.
For what?
Just for fun.
No,
but
Wait,
like
what'd you
$7.
ride again? The Fairly Odd Parents. Right?
Yeah. Well, it was the shortest line. I wasn't about to wait.
The Fairly Odd Parents one is pretty fun.
It is fun.
I've never
That's my second
been any
favorite
of like
one.
the good ones there. I've been there.
What?
Well, no one's ever like every time we went last
Do you
time.
want to go?
I think we should.
Well, the problem is that you have to unless you like you go with your parents and they get you the fucking unlimited pass. Usually you get like those stupid points.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
There's
That's so
$7
dumb.
for.
I wish it was
points
like I wish
for
it
one
was
ride.
like
$7, 6 points. Oh,
that's
Maybe I
ridiculous.
did,
Because
actually.
you had to pay so much for that stupid pass, whereas like for to get a certain amount of points, but like Valley Fair, you pay like a certain amount and you get everything.
right.
And
But then
you
you
get,
have to pay
like,
for
discounts.
food and shit too.
Well, my dad got the platinum pass one time because we were
Really?
going on a road trip. Because you know how like they're all part of like Valley Fair is a part of a chain of
Right.
like so we went to all those. So if you have the platinum pass, you can like it's free entrance to all of those.
Uh huh.
So we went on a road trip, but like that platinum card gave us like discounts on food, drinks, and like free shit at gift stores. It was sweet.
So you made your money
This
back,
is an
probably.
ad,
You know
by
they
the way.
don't-
Yeah, this is an ad for Valley
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't think. Okay, so remember when you'd like have your wristbands and they'd scan it and then SpongeBob would laugh?
Yes.
Oh
I don't
my
think they do that
god.
anymore. Or when
They
it wouldn't
don't?
work, it'd go wah wah wah. Yes. I don't think they
That's
do
the
that anymore.
worst. I was literally just thinking about complaining about that. That fucking.
I but it also it was
It's like,
scary.
shut.
It was so like loud and abrupt. Like you
Oh,
put
yeah.
it in for like a second, you'd be like ah. It was kind of scary.
Or if it didn't work, it'd go wah wah wah.
The coolest. I remember, and I realized this is why Henry is so scared. Is because when I was his age, we'd never gone to like this like Nickelodeon and done like the scary rides. When I was Henry's age, the only time we'd gone like twice, and we got the shitty like points system
Yep.
pass thing, and we never done the unlimited. Well, when I was in like 4th grade, which is what he was going to, we went on a field trip there. And we all got the unlimited thing, and I was there with my friends. And I didn't want to seem like a bitch
Yeah,
to not
so
go
you
on them.
got
So that was the first time I went on like all of them. Me and my dad went on like all of them. We went on like the Avatar one and the
The skateboard.
rock bottom plunge, and that one is that one's very fun.
It's
probably like
fun.
one of
It's
the best
just really
ones.
fast.
Yeah,
Which one?
The rock bottom.
the rock bottom plunge. The
I
best.
don't like that.
The coolest thing about the rock bottom plunge is that when you go up, it's so suspenseful because you're literally
Straight
like
up.
straight up. When you go on like pretty much every ride at Valley Fair is the same. They all do like the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
slow
true.
little like
Yeah.
tick up.
But the best case of that is the Nickelodeon Universe one because you're literally going straight up and then you go straight down.
And go upside down.
I hate
Yeah,
that ride.
but
I
it's
have beef with it.
why?
Because, well, first off, I always wanted to go on it because, like, the idea of it looks fun. So I'd wear, like, my platform boots when I was, like, 6 years old and then try and get on it. And then as soon as I was tall enough, I went on and I was so disappointed. Just because it
really?
was, like, 2 seconds long and the drop wasn't high enough for me. So now I just hate it. And it's, like, it probably is fun, but I
It's
wouldn't
good for an indoor.
because I banned it.
Yeah, it is indoor,
Like,
I guess.
An
So,
indoor.
like,
But, like, I think the
roller coaster.
log chute's better. Like,
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
closed right
Avatar-
now.
What? Oh, because of like
It's been closed for like a year.
because of the vid,
What?
because of COVID,
Oh,
Viz.
yeah, I think so.
the water and shit.
It's
We
ridiculous.
me, my dad, Chloe, and Henry would go on the log chute. Yeah, he'd go on like the log chute perfectly fine.
Log
Wouldn't
chute's
be
sweet.
scared of it
So
all.
much fun.
We literally like we take the picture take the picture when you're on the top, and me and my dad are both like all excited, and Henry is like kind of like nervous about the thing, and fucking Chloe is literally like crouched behind, like you just see her back.
That's how Ty
In the picture.
Because Ty, like when I because I always love them. I never was scared of them, but Ty was scared of them. So I would be at, like, on the picture, I'd be, like, hands up and stuff, and he would be, like, hiding like this. And I used to shit on him so much for it. Like, I think I traumatized him, because I'd be like, you're a pussy. Oh, I'm 2 years younger, and I can ride this ride, and you can't.
Yeah.
I was really mean to him.
I like what's the orange one that, like, goes all
Pepsi?
over the place? I like that one.
That one's, like, a
that
good...
one.
It's
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I've done that one.
That
I
one's
went
a
there
classic.
once, but we were there for like an hour. I don't know. We had like all day passes, went there for like an hour, and then we left. I don't know why.
Well, Megan, I think they just announced that they're going to start allowing you to pay to get into Nickelodeon Universe with LoudCoin.
No way.
No.
So,
I'm gonna be able to go there,
If
like,
you guys
all
want to
the
go
time.
to Nickelodeon Universe or Valley Fair or Six Flags, haven't gotten passed for Disney World or Land yet. But
What about Universal?
we're on the way to get to Universal.
SeaWorld?
And, well, we have a mutual disagreement with SeaWorld in there.
I hate SeaWorld.
LoudCoin is a pro-orca
Okay, good.
cryptocurrency.
Good.
I hate SeaWorld with my whole entire
So
life.
what I've heard, because obviously I don't, know anything about the inside workings of it. I'm just a investor, just like you guys could be. You guys at home. I've heard that they're anti-orca and they're partnering with all the other chains.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it just makes everything so much easier now.
Right.
They're trying to, ban that from SeaWorld so they can, be a part of it. But first they have to get rid of the orcas.
They have to start treating orcas better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or just get rid of them because that's sad.
Yeah.
Not, kill them, but, really...
Speaking of SeaWorld,
Murder them.
I was at SeaWorld when I was in California, and there's a SeaWorld in California.
When were you?
In San Diego. Huh?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
They're all over.
I have to explain this every time that
Maybe they're
I thought
not.
there was just
only one in Florida. I have to explain this every time I tell the story.
Crazy.
Me and because we went not over spring break. It was the beginning of January, so it was completely empty because my mom had a business trip there, and then we're like, fuck it, vacation. We only have to pay for 4 tickets now.
Fair.
So we did that. We went to what? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Nothing. I was just.
We're at SeaWorld, and there was nobody in line. They had this roller coaster there, and I lost my sunglasses on it. They fell off.
That is so sad.
I think we saw them in the gravel underneath.
Yeah.
The
Have
thing.
you ever seen the roller coasters that have nets under?
Yeah.
Really?
So when I went on that road trip, there was a ton because they and they would say
Is it to catch phones or is it to
Yeah.
catch kids that fall out?
both, but mainly phones. And they had this box next to the net that was filled with shattered phones because not all of them make it because the net's
Right.
tiny.
Yeah.
And it's right.
Well, why
under
don't they
the
just
roof.
have the box that you put your phone in?
Right. But now they have it's a massive box just filled with shattered phones and the bottom of the box is all flip phones and then they're it's generations.
kinda
of
cool.
phones.
That
It
is-
is
that
cool.
is-
That
and they're all
broke?
just shattered and it goes from the
little slide,
Yeah, the little
yeah.
slide phones all the way to
And they have a
the newest
Nokia that's
iPhone.
perfectly fine
Yeah.
because it's a brick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, all the flip phones are not shit. They're perfectly fine, but nobody ever claimed them because you can't break a flip phone.
Right.
You can.
I mean, you
No.
can.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
I saw they do it every episode of Breaking Bad when they're like, "Oh shit, we're being tracked," and they snap their flip phone in half.
But if you
It's
just
actually kind
throw
of
it,
satisfying when you
it doesn't break.
When you
It's
flip it the other way. That's what I always wanted to do if I was rich. Do that with a Nintendo DS. Fuck!
Oh my gosh.
I would cry if that happened.
I have an old one that doesn't work. I kind of want to do it.
You should.
Yeah, we have a bunch of them just sitting in a box.
I have an old pink.
Or a laptop where they do it with against the knee.
Yeah.
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 My laptop wouldn't work because my laptop can go all the way around.
Oh, fancy.
But I never use that. I remember when I was getting the laptop, I'm trying to get all these fancy things. My laptop has a touch screen and shit like that. It can go 360 degrees around. Never use it. So I kind of just wasted.
You don't use it for this?
No. I don't use it for those features. I never use the touch screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I edit it. I edit the podcast on the laptop and
That's
stuff.
how Annika's mom's is. It can go whoop, and you can touch
Yeah.
it. Oh, wait,
Mhm.
maybe hers does that. I think it's Annika's.
Annika's?
actually.
Mmm.
And I used to be really jealous because she would play Minecraft on her computer and I didn't have a computer, so I'd be really sad.
Yeah. I can play Minecraft on my computer. Does that make you sad? Do you have a computer?
No.
No.
I
played
You have a Chromebook.
webcams.
Our school
Yeah,
registered.
That's what I did.
Chromebook.
I have a iPad and a MacBook that I've never used.
Oh, well, there you go right there. You have a fucking MacBook.
You have a MacBook?
Yeah. Like like one of the newest one that you can get. I
don't have a computer. I have an iPad. I have a private jet. I have a Lamborghini. I have a tablet that's inside of my Tesla. It's the driving
built
thing.
in, actually.
But it just I can't play Minecraft on it. So
So I don't use
not
it.
good enough. Not good.
No.
that's actually why Bitcoin dropped. Is because Elon Musk was like, you can no longer buy this. This is not a joke, by the way. He was like, you can't. There's like a problem. He was like, you can't buy. He used to be able to buy Teslas using Bitcoin, but then they like disabled that and it dropped. So people were losing like millions and millions of dollars.
You could actually do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd get scammed if I did.
They're in the works of getting it done with LoudCoin, but
With Teslas?
yeah, with Teslas.
Oh, wow. We've really.
I
making,
Teslas
Get
is so
it.
basic. They should change it to like.
I don't get like Bitcoin and stuff.
like it's hard to
Like
understand.
I do,
but
but I don't.
You have to ask Arnie. He really knows about
my
crypto.
parents are really
Just
into
call
it.
LoudCoin.
They like
LoudCoin
they are
Industries.
really into
Well,
it.
you are an investor in LoudCoin, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
once we all get LoudCoin to the moon, and never
Pluto.
sell, get LoudCoin to Pluto.
Then we won't need anything else.
Yeah,
Except for
we don't even need to. I don't even need to do this podcast anymore.
That should be
No.
the motto for LoudCoin.
I just pay people to pretend to be me and do the podcast
to Pluto
Exactly.
and back.
with all my LoudCoin, which is what you guys could do too if you invest.
True.
How many Legos do you think it would take to get to Pluto?
We don't need.
How many Legos?
Yeah, like
Stacked up?
How many 4 by like the
Like the
4
2x2,
2x4s?
2x4s.
Yeah, how many 2x4s? Or I guess the 2x2 would be the same thing if you're going height.
You could
wise.
really easily do that math. It's just Google how tall that is, and then Google how far away it is to the moon.
That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
That's
But, like,
literally, you know how much that is? 3
That's,
I'm gonna look it up.
3 calculator.
wait, can I put in my guess first?
2x4s or 2x2s?
2x4.
2x4s and 2x2s are the same height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
So it doesn't.
They're all the same height.
So you'd have to look up how tall a Lego is, and then you'd have to. What?
Someone in my work group chat just asked if they wanted to switch shifts.
0.96 centimeters. Remember that.
0 point is how tall one Lego piece is?
Yeah.
All right. So 0.96.
And then what do I
Okay.
look up? How far?
How far away from Earth is the moon?
Pluto.
Pluto.
Is Pluto?
Pluto.
Oh, Pluto's fucking far.
Exactly. So my guess is. Whoa, that's a lot. I'm gonna underestimate the fucking.
0955 billion miles.
Miles? Oh, well, you got to get it in kilometers, right?
Wait. Okay, yeah.
Kilometers.
Because she has this in centimeters.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Fuck the metric system.
Wait. It just.
It's okay.
Wait, I can't.
Fuck the Mayweathers.
Pluto. Okay, 7.5 billion kilometers.
7.5 billion kilometers. 7.5? That's a pretty round number. So roughly 7.5 billion kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing.
Well, how much of a
I'm guessing 10
each?
trillion.
There's 100 centimeters in a
I'm gonna guess
meter,
15
and there's 1,000
trillion. Okay.
meters in
No.
a kilometer. So there's how
Maybe
many
it's 5
centimeters in a
trillion.
kilometer?
No,
100
that's too low. I'm gonna
thousand.
guess
Yeah.
8 trillion.
So
We
now
got
what do I
8
do?
trillion and
So-
10 trillion.
Fuck. This is gonna. I don't want to sound stupid because I'm just gonna look up how many centimeters away is the moon.
Pluto.
Or is Pluto? Yeah. If it's 7.5 billion, it's gonna be like 7.5 billion times 100,000, which would be like 7.5 quadrillion or something like that. God, I hope none of my math teachers are listening to this.
I think my guess of 8 trillion is too low, but I'm still gonna. Yeah, no, it's definitely. Wait, no,
It doesn't say.
8 trillion.
Okay, wait. I think I got this. So this is thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. So 7.5 quadrillion centimeters. So Google do I don't know if you can do quadrillion on that because 7.5 quadrillion. This is the dumbest thing we've ever done on the podcast.
Sorry.
Actually,
I got
it's
us
not.
off track.
Sandquist was last time Sandquist was on, he was asking me if I could measure the cubic inches of like someone's penis. And he was asking me if I could the debate was we were trying to figure out if Sandquist has more cubic inches in his penis or if he eats or drinks more cubic inches of sugar each day in his Mountain Dew.
It's
100% sugar.
Sugar.
The sugar?
Definitely.
Kid drinks so much Mountain Dew. It's
He
not
drinks
okay.
like 17 cans and like
Quadrillion?
about.
He's in rehab right now. Actually,
He
at the end
is.
at the end of the last episode, we all surprised him with we were giving him an intervention, and then we sent him into rehab. So the past couple of weeks, Sandquist has been in Mountain Dew rehab. I haven't heard back from him in a while. I heard he's making some improvements, but
as soon as
only
he
time
gets
will
home,
tell.
he's gonna relapse.
I heard he's got his voice back. He lost his voice due to how much Mountain Dew he drinks.
All the carbonation.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you want me to look
Is that
up?
even possible?
Just go to your.
You are so dumb.
Oh.
No, it's true.
Wait, what did you just ask?
Go on your calculator.
Okay.
Is it really?
Okay.
Do 75
Yes, it is.
0 0
Okay.
0 0 0
From all the
0 0 0
Okay.
0 0 0
Okay.
0 0 0.
Okay.
Did you do it? Did it get how many zeros is there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's only
Wait,
7
I
zeros.
can do more.
Yeah, when you do it sideways, so you have only 7 zeros.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
They're
6.
still
Wait,
counting,
8
right?
zeros.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You need 6 more zeros.
Look at these mash magician. Wait.
Mathematician.
Okay, got it.
Now do divided by
Mash
Okay.
magician.
and then do 0.96.
Oh, that's a big number.
So it's
Was I close?
thousands,
That's
millions,
closer than you.
billions. Thousands, millions. No. Thousands, millions, billions, trillions. 7.8125 quadrillion
That's
Legos.
not point.
Well,
I know.
that's
Okay.
the easiest way.
Yeah.
Oh.
7 quadrillion, 812 trillion,
Scientific
500 billion Legos.
Was I close? Wait, what did I say?
8
No.
trillion.
You say 8 trillion?
So yeah, no, I wasn't close at all. Hey,
Yeah.
you said 10
All
trillion.
right,
You
now
weren't
we're done
that
with the
much
dumbest
closer.
segment we've ever done on the podcast, which is how many Legos is it?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all Kyra.
Well, but now
How
you
many
know.
Legos could fit in a blimp? Zero. It's
Because
a,
they
Like,
don't
don't-
it's
exist.
it's a trick question because they
It's a
don't
trick
exist.
question. I'm gonna ask someone that, and they're gonna like actually guess and be like, 0? Are you dumb? That's like saying how many Legos fit in a unicorn. Fucking stupid assholes.
You saw a unicorn outside a couple minutes ago. The goat,
Yeah, with
Fiona.
one. With
I
one.
did
Fiona.
see Fiona.
one horn.
I guess I can't say
That's
that.
one of the most like obscure Lucas trivia facts ever. Is that I have goats and like animals at my house.
Yeah.
People just don't know that because I don't talk.
I
about
would have
them.
never guessed.
People know
until I
about the
came here.
geese and the ducks and like probably Randall because when they come into the podcast, but like Willem, you know my friend Willem, he has red hair.
I work
Yeah.
with him.
Oh
Do
really?
you really?
Oh, then I know where you work. He so he's gonna be my roommate in college.
Is his
He
name actually Willem?
Willem. Well, we called him Will. He went by Will, but then I found out that it's not William, it's Willem, like Willem. So then I started calling him Willem, and then everyone started calling him Willem.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah. So Willem comes to my house for my grad party. He's like, "You have goats?" I've been friends with him since like 6th grade. He's come over multiple times. I think he was at both Halloween parties.
And
That
you
I did.
never saw the goat.
Well, they're always at nighttime. No one ever comes here during the
I
daytime.
never knew when I came for the Halloween party. I never knew you had goats. I didn't find out till your grad party actually.
Really?
Really?
I knew from, because the geese attacked me through the window, and I was like, Hampton, you have animals, and you're like, goats.
Through the window of what?
Right there. They like hissed at me through the window. 'cause I was
Oh,
standing
when
over
you were
there.
here last?
Yeah, it was like my first time being on the podcast.
Oh,
We're all
really?
standing up here waiting.
We've had the
for
geese
something.
for that long?
Yeah.
Do we have to work?
I mean, it might have been my
I
second
have
time.
I have to work at 5.
Oh.
I have to ride and now, but that's okay.
What?
She has to ride horses. She's a horse girl.
Oh. You're a horse girl.
Megan's scared of horses.
I'm not
Yeah.
scared of them. I just don't.
Don't even.
don't like them.
She's
No,
so scared
she
of them.
literally like was by my horse, and my horse took a tiny, like the tiniest little like step forward, and she goes like, "Don't hurt me." What's wrong with you?
Everything.
And then she walked away. She just like went home. She's like, "I'm going back."
I don't really.
So she was scared of the horse, but you were scared of geese.
Okay, geese are scary. They hiss and bite.
But horses bite. Horses could bite your
No,
hand off.
they-
He was
don't.
trying
Horses
to
are, like-
also kick people.
Yeah,
They step
mean
on
ones.
people.
You could like I could kill all 3 of my geese
Sound
if I
like my
wanted to,
father.
but you could
Good.
not kill
You just
a horse. If you were in a ring with a horse, you could not beat it. In
I
a
think
fight.
a geese could kill me by giving me a heart attack.
A geese?
A geese.
a goose. A geese.
Sounded like
A
McGrath
geese.
there.
A geese.
Them's geese.
Yeah, he would say that.
Them's geese could kill
know,
you.
there's-
Them's geese.
You know, Hanson's
All
got
of
them
them's
geese.
Got them's geese. He always puts S's at the end of random
Them
words.
geese would kill you.
It's like the new, you know how there's like pig Latin, that's like McGrath Latin, like Lucas's, Hanson's, geese's, coulds
Them's
kill
good
yous,
gets
coulds
yous.
kills yous.
Them's gonna get used.
Lucas's Hansen says Gots geese. Gots geese.
Someone's
Got
like,
some geese. Whoa.
oh sorry.
That's kind of cool. I want to try.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. That's another thing that's probably there's probably like 10 different moments of doing this podcast where I'm just bored and I'm like sitting and I do like the stretch thing where I can stretch my arms behind my back, and
Am
then
I
like
doing it?
people are like, no, that's this. I can do this. In fact, I can go all the way around if you want to watch.
I do it.
I'll do it, but I'm not. I had there's a video of me doing it on one of the podcast episodes because someone recorded it. Watch this. Ready? So I can do this, and then I can go oh, and then I go.
No. What? Are you like double jointed or just flexible?
I don't know. I am really flexible. It was because in 5th grade I would literally just sit like this all the time. I would like grab my arms together and put them behind my back, and then one time they just fell backwards.
Oh my god, I would like
The day that Hanson's arms just broke, they were normal.
Their
Just,
podcast episode 403 is when I'm like, oh, if someone finds that out for the first time again, I'm like, here, watch this, and my arms
can't do
both fall out of my sockets, and I'm just like, fuck. I have to like go to the hospital.
that would be quite the podcast.
That'd be a funny episode.
Have you ever had one where like someone almost like dies?
During the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever had like a podcast injury. Maybe someone started bleeding on the podcast. I don't know.
Oh, that's lame.
we
I probably
ate
have
last
done
time
that.
we ate pizza last time on the podcast when I was here
When was
Yeah.
that?
with Jake and Logan.
How? When?
That was
last
a long
summer.
time ago.
It was last summer.
Pizza.
Oh, I remember that.
The
'cause I was
mukbang.
I was triggered by
We
the.
ate, yeah, we had did a mukbang.
My dad hated that too.
I
Yeah.
can't
My dad
do it.
hates when we eat on the podcast.
Yeah. Logan chews like a horse.
Oh my god! And he like talks weird too, because you're like. Mwah, mwah.
My dad told me there's an episode we did with McGrath. It's actually the most viewed episode that we've ever had. We did it with McGrath, and he ordered a pizza at the beginning of it, and then we waited to see how long it would take to show up.
I watched that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the pizza gets it here, and we're all kind of eating it. And my dad said he was listening to it in the car, and that day there was a big snowstorm, so he's like distracted by the sound of us chewing, and he crashed his car into like a fucking
tough.
those things on the what are they fucking called? Like the edge guard things. I'm blanking on the name. You know what I mean? Like
No.
on
I
the
don't.
on the side of the road, on the right, like
The like rail.
the rail. Yeah, sorry, thank you. God damn it!
I'm still lost.
Like the rail, it's on the side of the road, like
Yeah.
certain
So you don't
roads.
go off the road.
Yeah.
When you're in like a highway.
Oh.
He was like trying to make a turn, and like the ice was like, and he went like straight into the thing, and he like broke his headlight.
I ran into my grandma the other day.
What?
Oh,
No, her
yeah.
car.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god. No, but
That was so bad.
I'm usually a pretty good driver, I like to think, but sometimes I've ran one stop sign, one red light, hit a Chevy Trailblazer, and then hit my grandma's car. But
What the? You've had your license for like how long?
For like 6 months.
Not even.
months.
No, it's been
Since
4
March.
months.
yeah, so but like I'm pretty safe.
I've only had
otherwise.
2 accidents, and I'm.
Didn't you run over Maddie's phone or Megan's phone or Avery's phone or something?
Rachel
like
did that.
Rachel
to
ran
Kyra's
over
phone.
mine.
that? Oh right, that's what
Yeah.
it was.
That was this phone actually. Uh-oh.
What?
Callie's typing. She's gonna be like, where are you? No.
She's gonna listen to this and be like, damn it. Bitch.
Bitch, we had plans. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I was backing out, and my grandma was literally right behind me, 2 feet behind me. Avery saw her, decided not to say anything.
Okay, because you should be looking back when you're backing out.
Did you think I was going to be able to get out of that spot?
And I wasn't
with
even
just
thinking.
her
She's
chilling
trying to
there?
blame her driving.
No, I'm not blaming you, but
me.
you could have said something.
But you are the passenger of the car. You didn't
I
say
literally
anything.
no. I walked out, looked at it, but like didn't even like acknowledge the fact that I was
process
there.
it.
No, I just looked out, saw a car behind, but I was like, "Here's the one driving and backing up. Maybe she should look behind her."
But I was like...
You didn't even look
No,
behind you.
Okay, no, okay.
She didn't.
So the first time I hit a car, it was like my mom's friend.
First time you hit a car.
The
okay.
first time it was in my driveway, and it was in the spot where like my brother parks. So I always look that way, and it's not necessarily behind me. It's like behind me, like that way. So I always look that way. And
This
I
is the
saw
best
that.
visual. Like, people who are listening to
I
this are
know.
gonna have so much fun.
That way.
I'll have you guys know who are listening. I'm looking at her point, and I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about.
Okay, if you know what my house looks like,
No one knows except for like.
some people do.
Okay,
So
she
they will
hit a car.
understand.
She hit a car.
Basically, so I hit one car, and that's the way I was going. I was going that way. I ran into it. I didn't make any dents, not in my car, or Fuds is his name. Fud. Okay, anyways. So then I was looking in that spot, because I always look in that spot, because that's where everyone parks. No one fucking parks behind me, because that's weird. And I have no other way to get out. But it's my senile grandma. So then I started turning, and then I just hear like a big and I was like, and I turned around and my grandma's car was there, and I went inside and I'm like, Grandma, I just hit your car, but there's nothing wrong with it, because there wasn't. The license plate just got peeled off a little bit. But then I look at my car, and there's a massive dent in like the
this
side.
big.
It's huge. But her car is untouched, and it's her brand new Kia that she's had for like a month.
Oh my god.
Kyra, whoa.
Kyra's
okay.
cars is
Okay,
Kyra
Logan.
likes to make it seem like she does look behind her when she backs up, but she doesn't.
don't.
She just gets lucky.
Yeah.
Until
No, I
then.
really like I always start backing up, and then I'm like, oh wait, I need to look behind me. So if there's a person behind my car and like
They're done.
they're done.
When I was
I don't
backing-
check until I'm in reverse, like moving.
I was backing out of your driveway the other night this week after a bonfire. I was this close to hitting Carter's new car. I was so scared. I was so close because everyone was so tight in there.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
was
that
just like,
that was difficult.
yeah.
That's
that
what she
from-
said.
The game.
The what?
The game. The baseball game. No.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that time
bonfire.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, the bond.
This
Sorry.
week. It was like
Yeah,
4
no,
days
I
ago.
know. The bone fire.
The bone.
The bone.
But
Yeah. So I hit my grandma.
It's car.
Car. I always say like hit my grandma because like people know what that means.
I did
but,
that too when I
guess
got in my
people
first
don't.
accident. It's like I hit this girl, and they're like, I literally picked up the phone. Arnie
Well-
called me, and he's like, "Why aren't you at the gym or whatever?" I was like, "I hit a girl." He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, I hit a girl's car." And he's like, "Oh, okay, got it." I was like, "Oh my god."
The only time. Well, first of all, you guys aren't talking about the worst driver. The worst driver is McGrath. Is Logan.
Oh, yeah, it is.
100%.
He.
Well,
I come in second place.
she does come in second.
Yeah.
She's
You're.
so bad.
Oh, what are you?
She's just
Really
like
bad.
him.
She's a close first.
You two are probably worse than him.
No, I'm not telling.
Logan's probably gotten experience.
Kyra's better than Logan.
Really?
Yeah.
Megan,
Logan just doesn't
questionable.
care. Logan, well, I do the same thing, but he doesn't like stop.
Well, Logan has a huge truck.
Yeah.
So.
We went to
So
her
do you.
cabin, and we literally ended up in the cities.
We ended
Because
up
she
in
kept
literally
taking wrong
downtown
turns.
St. Paul.
We
took-
on the exit, and she stops there, like on that exit.
On the
Because-
ramp?
Yes, on the ramp. She stops there.
What?
Remember that? And
The
the car
fuck is
went
wrong with you?
around
The
us.
lights were flashing, and I was like, that means I should wait,
It
shouldn't
said,
I?
it said like wait on like a flashing light or
Oh,
something like that. So
no.
Megan stops in the middle of the ramp. This
And
car
then
comes
4
behind us.
cars come behind us and start passing and honking at us. and I
Oh
was
no, that's so bad.
like, it was bad.
And like when she takes turns, she does that thing that Logan does, where she goes like,
Yeah. What the hell is
it's so
that?
fucking annoying.
And she's so inconsistent with her pedal
And her
She'll just-
speed.
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever got into a car with her, we were on Ravenna, and from Ravenna it goes 55, 45, 30. So on the 55 part, she's going 45, and as soon as we hit the 45, she starts going 55, and I'm like, Megan, do you know what the speed limit is here? And she's like, yeah, it's 55.
What is
and I'm
that?
like, no. Is someone calling me?
Oh, someone's calling you.
Yes! Should I answer?
Okay, let's see it.
I probably shouldn't answer.
Don't.
That's the guy from the party.
Oh my god!
exhausted.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember my high school days.
Shut up.
Shut up. Just like a month ago.
I'm in summer school.
Are you really?
Yeah. This year I failed so bad.
How do you fail? You literally don't have to do assignments.
Can I let
You
your
just
dog
take
inside?
the pee. You can let him inside, but he's gonna fucking.
It's okay.
Okay.
Is because if I'm not at school, I'm not gonna do my school. Like, I just had a grudge against it, so
Right.
I fucking failed.
Well, they.
But like, so many smart kids, like so many like people I'd assume were smart are like in my class, and I'm like,
Really?
yeah, that would like probably never be in it.
I think he went missing.
They probably went to do something else.
Aww. Randall's dead.
And that was not dead.
Join the
Dead,
club.
right?
Kyra, you have issues. Don't do that.
Jesus Christ, the dead dog club.
Stop.
I'm a very former member.
Where are you going?
Bye, Avery.
Should.
Oh, she
We
got
got
it.
the cat. Randall, you turned into a cat.
What's this one's name? Oh.
This is the one that I hate explaining the name of. Because it's from a movie that I haven't seen. Well, then the cat's name is T.S. But
Oh, I've heard that.
they were like, what does it stand for? It doesn't stand for anything. Well, what is it named after? It's named after a movie. What movie? Mallrats. Oh, I've never heard of that movie. Do you like it? I've never seen it. So it's like it's a cat that has a weird name from a movie that I have never seen.
Have you ever seen Smokey and the Bandit?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Her cats are named after
Oh, really?
a movie
Yeah.
she hasn't seen. Or
It's-
is that a show? I've
a
never seen
movie.
it either.
It's like if someone who is like had never seen Star Wars, they had a cat named like R2D2.
Yeah.
But Star Wars wasn't popular and everyone knows what R2D2 is. It's like a
Yeah.
movie that
If
like,
they're-
if Star Wars
if-
was a niche movie.
If they
Yeah.
named it like, what's one
Here
that's
we
like
go.
not common? Wait, no, I got this. I've seen Star Wars before.
Like L337.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
My
exactly what
cat's
it is.
named Jack.
Jack.
And then she has another one named Henry.
Isn't your donkey? Don't you have a donkey? Doesn't your uncle have a donkey named Jack?
Yeah.
Jack.
That kind of Sean
Jack
has a donkey in
Because
that.
it's an
Yeah.
ass, like jackass.
Yeah, I get it. But why is the dog? What about the cat? I mean,
I don't know.
They just
Just
named it Jack because like it's the fattest cat you've ever seen.
And then I have a cat named Henry.
And it's just
That's a
Jack.
girl because we thought she was a boy until she went into heat.
oh right, yeah. That's how the geese are. We have 3 geese that are all named after. Hi. We have 3 geese that are all named after girls, and then one of them must be a guy because one of them just laid eggs. So,
oh,
Rad.
Brad.
so there's Harriet, Dorothy, and Betty are the names of the geese.
So you're gonna have
Those are
baby
such
geese.
geese names.
I hope not. I don't. Well, I guess I'm moving out, so it doesn't really matter.
You're moving.
I'm going to
Curious.
college.
Oh my god, yeah. Sorry. I forget like that people like actually
Like
move
go.
on.
Well, because everyone for the past year, like,
Yeah, and
Just
like
doesn't
Ty
move on.
and Max both did it, and they're the only like ones that I know.
well, Ty is in my grade. Oh, I guess Max.
But like he's not,
he's not,
and,
and Max
didn't.
didn't.
He did
Well,
for like a month.
Well, there's and Reuter and
Yeah,
Reuter and Arnie are
Rachel
both, and Rachel are all
Arnie.
just kind of chilling.
Right, they were all just like vibing with us. I remember Rachel went to college, and then I cried, and then the next day I drove to go see her.
Really?
I feel like Rachel were coming.
And she came back. Like,
Yeah,
a
and
week
then
later.
she came back like a week later.
Yeah. I remember, like, fucking Marcus would always be like, "Oh, we gotta Hanson. We got this is my impression of him, by the way. Hanson, come on, we gotta go help Rachel move." And I'd be like, "What time?"
Move.
"Oh, like 9 a.m." It's like I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Move into
No, move
college?
back home.
Oh.
Like it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be me and Maddie and Rachel. I'm like, I don't wanna fucking
At 9 a.m.
at 9 a.m. I'm like,
Never.
No.
yeah,
Considering I didn't wake up to do the podcast.
I know, but that's different.
That's
You couldn't have made it anyways.
Facts. I've done that so many times. Like I've slept through plans, and then people have to come into
yeah.
my room,
I've
and they're like,
barged into her
"Wake
room
up." And I'm like,
all the time.
Yeah.
it happens often.
It's just normal.
Yeah, it's just
It feels weird knocking to go in your house.
Yeah,
But
you just show up.
You just barge in.
They always do because they don't know if I'm sleeping or not.
And she always is.
It was really like I woke up early yesterday because we were gonna do it at 11 a.m. before you worked, and I was like, I got up and it was like 10 something whatever. Like I'm sitting downstairs, it's like 11. I get the Snapchat from like Logan, and he's like, when are we doing this? Or like, are you guys up? I'm like, I should hope you guys are up because it's the time we're supposed to do it is in like 4 minutes. And then he's like, yeah, but is Kyra up? I'm like, I don't fucking know. She's probably driving her. And they're like, nah, she's probably sleeping. And we're like, okay. So then he went and like tried to wake you guys up. Apparently.
And then my dog died.
Right.
Stop.
I can't help it.
It's okay. Okay. By the way, I need to clear something up because I was for you because I probably sounded stupid when I was talking to you because I thought you guys worked at the same place for some reason because you guys used to work at the same place.
Yeah, they used
in the
to.
winter.
Oh yeah, I can't say it.
So you said I have to work tomorrow, and for some reason I'm just like, well, maybe she has the same shit. She doesn't know what time we're doing it. We're gonna do it at like 11 before Kyra worked. So maybe if they work at the same time, because maybe they link their schedules up, maybe we could do it before. So I'm like, do you work at like the same time as Kyra? And you were probably like, why the fuck does that have to do anything? Because I was just probably like, you guys work at the same place. You don't even work at the same place.
No.
So
Not even in
I
the
probably
same
sounded like an
town.
idiot. And now when I found that out, I was like, okay, I gotta clear that up because I probably sounded like a fucking
Doesn't
idiot.
even work in the same state.
Oh yeah, we work in different states.
That's technically true.
Fun fact.
Your cat likes me.
Yeah, that cat likes everyone.
TS.
It's everyone's favorite cat.
This shit. TS.
Yeah. The shit.
Shit.
I've never heard anyone
The
say
shit.
that.
Start sneezing.
Are you allergic to
Allergies.
cats?
I have allergies to cats, yeah.
Oh my
so
god.
Weird. I don't understand people that are like allergic to animals. Like that's just embarrassing.
I'm allergic.
Are people that are allergic to like the sun? It's
Yeah,
like
people are
cringe.
allergic to like pollen, like plants. I'm like, that's
allergic
why?
to that too.
or like nut allergies. I guess I have one, but it's one
Cashews.
It's one nut.
Cashews.
One nut.
I don't
But,
get-
like the people that are like allergic to like every nut. I'm like, just man up.
I don't get when people are like, oh, I'm allergic to like bananas or pineapple. It's like,
Like, the
you must be
weird
allergic
shit?
to more than one
Yeah,
fruit.
like my brother, like how I'm just allergic to one nut, and my brother's allergic to a whole different nut, but it's just one. He's
right.
allergic to pistachios
That's weird.
and penicillin.
Oh,
Ooh.
So is your mom.
Yeah, but I can get gonorrhea and get cured because I'm not allergic to penicillin.
Okay, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Is it really? Oh my god, it's been an hour and 12 minutes.
I know. Time flies when you're on the Be Quiet podcast.
Hello.
Okay.
Do you think he texted me?
Oh my god. Let's see what he said.
Wait.
Huh?
Wait.
What did you say?
Oh my god, he did.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. We need to click it. Oh no, because I screenshot it. Oh
Why did you screenshot it?
no. I didn't. I screenshotted something else.
You fool. Look at the cat.
He's gonna be like, "Bye."
What do you say?
He just sent a question mark.
Is that why he called you?
No, remember I screenshotted.
No, she doesn't know.
Oh, I didn't. I'll tell you later.
Okay, anyway.
It's a whole story.
Oh my god, the drama.
It's not even. It's just embarrassing. I'm just an idiot. Why do you have the cat on your shoulder?
I said that we were gonna start like a Be Quiet podcast, like drama alert, like Keemstar, like news segment where we like talk about all the drama.
Yeah, that'd be a
That
good
would be
idea.
epic.
That'd be
Like,
really-
I'll
it'd be
start
funny.
So much.
It'd be really
that
funny, but
shit.
we would never. But if I was still in the high school, it would never work. That would get done
Yeah,
immediately.
you'd be
That'd be
canceled right
done
away.
Yeah, there's so
Because like
by the
someone,
school.
but
By
it'd
the
be
school, it'd be like,
so entertaining.
Well, they
because,
did-
like someone would be talking shit, and then you could have that person that was getting shit talked on, and then they can shit talk
They
the
can-
other person.
or I have them like they have like a debate on.
Yeah, and they have to be on it together.
Oh
That'd
my
actually be
God.
kind of sweet.
that would be.
Well, when we did
I would so be a part of that.
I would listen to it, like every single thing.
I would
I really
wanna
should
be
get two
on it.
people that don't like each other on the same podcast
That'd be
episode.
a good idea.
No, don't even.
But
I want the cat now.
okay. Well,
Or like, no, that's
yeah.
Mwah.
I would never want to do that though. Like even if like being put in like when I'm in drama, it's like
Yeah.
I
It'd
don't
be
want
such
anyone
an
to
awkward
fucking know about this. Is
situation.
so stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Because then you have to
But,
listen
like-
to it like a while back, and
Yeah.
you're like, wow, that was really.
But it
dumb.
would be
Yeah.
fun to like hash it out between like two people. Like I'd want to be like, so how do you feel about this?
Right.
I'd like to
That's
be
kinda
like the
what-
middle.
It's kind of like what we
person.
did with Jake and VK when they were on the podcast
Oh,
together.
yeah.
But they never had beef. It was just kind of funny.
Yeah, they just give each other shit all the time.
Cat.
Mhm.
Cat. Yes. What is called?
I like how everyone's
Someone that
they're not talking because we're just listening to what you guys are saying.
Oh,
What are you doing? I should just talk to Henry.
I thought the cat's name was Henry for a hot second.
Oh no,
But I know an orange cat named Henry, but like who is it?
it's Avery's cat.
Avery's cat.
Yes.
Even I knew that
You know
from
that
the
we just
conversation that we
talked
had
about
5 minutes ago.
It's like who's the orange cat named Henry that I know very well?
God.
Your cat is an orange and its name is Henry.
You know what we haven't done in a while is played Zone Wars.
We have to do
Oh,
that.
okay.
Oh,
Or
you zip
Quiplash.
it. I asked her to play all the time, and
Ooh.
she's like, I don't want
Quiplash.
to.
We need to
No,
play that.
we
We
need
need
to
to
do
like
that.
get everyone
Everybody together and
Text
play
the
Quiplash.
squad right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Well, we can't do it tonight because I have to work tonight.
Not tonight. Sorry.
Wednesday night I could do
need to
it.
shush you.
I could do it Wednesday night probably.
Wednesday night works.
Okay, bye.
I'm leaving him here.
Who?
Henry.
I'm gonna leave. I have to go to work.
I know.
What?
Just a few minutes by himself.
What? Okay. What the fuck?
Is he sleepy?
Who, Henry?
Henry.
No, he's just upstairs.
They're yelling at me. I should probably go.
Okay. Well, invest in LoudCoin. And that's it.
That's it. That's all we got.
Someone say something to end the episode. Someone say something funny.
Blimps are real.
Blimps are not real.
Blimps are not.